What is up, Gamer Army? Welcome back to another exciting episode of Psycho Gamer. I am always your host, Aubrey, and today we're not going to talk about Arcade 1-Up. No, we're not going to talk about COVID either. I did that last video, so if you haven't seen that, go check out my last video about me getting sick and being back. Today, we're actually going to talk about a pinball machine. I know that a lot of you guys have seen some of the different videos on my channel that have to do with pinball machines, but you know, I do like some of the pinball machines, especially ones by Stern. Stern makes some really good pinball machines. But before we go into which one that is, make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe, and turn on those lovely post notifications so you know exactly when I'm able to release another video. Right after this, we're going to go over the Rush Pinball by Stern. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back. Like I said, we are going to be talking about the pinball machine based off the band Rush from like the 70s and the 80s. So if you guys haven't really paid attention to Rush, we're not talking Rush Limbaugh. No, we're not talking about him. We're talking about the band. I guess Stern has actually come upon the ability to release a pinball machine based off of this particular band. So we're going to take a look at this. It was announced maybe about a month ago, early January, but obviously I've been preoccupied by nasty stuff. But we're going to switch over into my desktop and we're going to go over that right now. All right. Ooh, let's turn that stuff off. All right. So we are looking at pinballnews.com. It's generally where I get some of the information for some of the pinball machines that I actually find on here to give a little extra content. So Rush Pinball has been revealed. The latest cornerstone title, Rush, based on the popular and well-known Canadian rock band. So this is out for all of you Canadian viewers and fans. So Rush, as you can see, it's got your three main band members right there. Game is designed by John Borg with programming led by Tim Sexton. It includes 16 of the band's tracks as well as custom callouts recorded by band members Alex Lifeson and Geddy Lee. Additional callouts come from Bare Naked Ladies frontman and fellow Canadian Ed Robertson, making a total of 600 individual voice calls. That's a lot of audio for just a pinball machine. So 16 tracks, 2112, Bastille Day, Big Money, Cygnus X1, Far Cry, Fly By Night, Free Will, Headlong Fight, La Via, Strangolato. I apologize if I butchered that one. Fly By Night, One Little Victory, Red Barchetta, Subdivisions, and Working Man. Game uses concert footage to supplement the music along with multiple custom animations from the graphics team at Stern. They always... One thing about Stern, if you haven't really looked at any of their cabinets or any of their pinball machines, they love to put a big screen right here as like their primary thing. Now, what does that do? That really jacks the price up. So when you start looking at a lot of these, like this is the Pro model that you're seeing right here. This is pretty much, well, I don't think it's quite the bells and whistles. They normally have three different ones. They have the Pro, the Premium, and the Limited Edition. So the Pro is actually their base model, so you get to see your plunger right there. You get to see all the art on the side of the actual cabinet too. Looks like it's all hand drawn instead of just kind of a picture from a concert, which is actually pretty nice. You got your coin slot right there as well, so if you wanted to take this and put it in, say, a business, you could actually do that very easily. You got your dual speakers set up here. You got the really nice art right in the front there. It's all going to light up, of course. Got your Rush with your logo on the side there. And it's got black legs as well. So this is just one side of the Pro. There's your straight on look. You got your owl there. Now, I'm not going to pretend I know a lot about Rush. I've heard their music in the past, but it's been quite a while since I've listened to them. But the fact that they do actually have a pinball machine based off of the band is cool. I mean, you really can't knock bands coming out with things like that. And here's the other side. It looks just like the left side, so they really didn't do anything special like they did on the Star Wars ones, where they actually had the light side of the Force and the dark side on one side. It was a really, really cool pinball machine. If you haven't seen the Star Wars pinball video that I released, I think last year, I'll go ahead and I'm going to post it up above here just so you can actually take a look at it and get an idea of what I'm talking about with the quality of these Stern pinball machines. Now, they're normally very expensive too, so like I said, we're going to go over prices at the very end. And there's your basic backsplash right there. Artwork for all three models comes from Michael Bernard of Sunburn Designs. After trying to contact Stern several times without success, Michael finally got offered the opportunity to pinch for the Rush project in August 2020. His concept was the one chosen for the game. So look at August 2020. You're looking at almost a year and a half that they've been looking at doing something like this. So the art looks really cool. The owl is actually carrying a little skull. I didn't realize that. You got a drum. You got an old school television up there. Another old school thing. You got a lot of really cool things. Get your brains. And looks like a little blimp. This must be from one of their albums. Again, I'm not going to pretend I know a lot about Rush. I just know a little bit about them. Here's your premium model. So you're going from your pro models, so you can take a look at all the art and everything on it. I'm going to go down here. They've actually changed the backsplash up here. They changed the art on everything. So everything looks a whole lot different other than the Rush logo itself. They're going to have little stickers saying that they are a premium version, which a lot of times they tend to like to put them right near where you have your flippers. Sometimes they will put them at the top up here, right above the speakers, but it looks like that's a little QR code that you can scan to learn a little more about the game if you wanted to. And here is the limited edition model. Now, they tend to go all out when it comes to these, so what they tend to do is they upgrade the speakers. So even though speakers look nice here, you can't really see them at all. So you go to the limited edition models, they actually upgrade the speakers and sound system, so they are much better quality, and they look a whole lot better. They stand out much more than your typical speakers really are. You got your start button, you got your plunger, you have everything looking really nice in terms of your art on the sides. Really can't knock. I know some of the other ones, they tend to have like either silver or white legs. In this case, they went with your black legs. It looks like they've got looks like gold colored studs there instead of like the silver or the black, like what you're going to see on these particular ones. And here's your straight on look and your other 45-degree angle. So they actually have a really good look to these. Now, there is your backdrop or backsplash, I guess you could call it. Really nice art style, though. I really do like it. As usual, Pro mode is more basic, operator-friendly model. Premium limited edition models add extra playfield mechanisms and features. Premium limited edition models share the same playfield, but with Rush, as with Led Zeppelin, the pinball machine, limited edition gets the additional expression light system built into the cabinet interior sides. So the little tracks on the sides, they get more lighting there. Limited editions restricted to 1,000 units. The following edition features expression light system. It's included, not as an accessory, so you don't have to take it and install it yourself. High gloss guitar shaped side armor, legs, hinges, and front molding. We'll get a little farther down. They're going to have a little more detailed look at the actual inside of the machines themselves. You got your mirrored back glass, reflective foil cabinet decals, upgraded audio system, shaker motor, non-glare playfield glass, which is always nice. Certificate authenticity signed by Gary Stern, designer autograph, and sequentially numbered 1 to 1,000 plate. So these are pretty much the three machines side by side by side. So you can get a little bit better look on how the art looks, the quality, and the design. So you can see on the inside, you got your Pro and your limited edition model, or Pro and your premium model, and there you have your limited edition. So you can see the lights along the edges on the inside of the actual cabinet there. Now, they're not like your arcade 1-ups where everything is digital. The only thing digital is going to be that back screen there. All models come with the Insider connected QR code reader built into the bottom apron, which is what you're looking at right there. And the associated software to connect the game to Stern servers for score and achievement recording. Now, that's actually pretty cool. Software downloads and in-game analytics. The prices. Here's the prices that will make you cringe. The Pro version is $6,899. Premium, $8,999. And your limited edition, which is $11,099. The prices for the Pro and Premium are the same as the Godzilla cabinet, but the limited edition price has gone up. I think the previous ones were like around $10,000, so they've gone up significantly, at least 10%. Let's look at the playfield, starting with the Pro, like I mentioned. Is actually really cool. They do have a couple of your tracks here for your balls. Giggity. Yes, I went there. Got your QR code. You get all your different stuff there as well. So the playfield actually looks like it's really, really nice. The art right smack dab in the middle. Yeah, I think that it's really nice. Rush is the 3-flippered single-level standard width game with 2 in lanes on the bottom right and 1 on the bottom left, moving the center line of the game over to the left. Hoot again, hooty hooty. And Roll the Bones, Ball Save, Working Man, Tom Sawyer. So they got a lot of things that have to do with the actual songs, obviously. So bottom left of the playfield, there is the bottom right of your playfield. So there's where you actually have the ball drop down in. Got your little lights, Spirit of Radio, Limelight. So the fact they have all these songs on there, you're going to see some really, really cool stuff. 2 main flippers are the progress inserts and ports to 3 key band members, Alex Lifeson, Neil Peart, and Geddy Lee. And you see them right smack dab in the middle. You really can't miss them. Neil Peart died on January 7, 2020 at the age of 67, unfortunately. I basically had brain cancer, so rest in peace. But hopefully this will maybe bring a little more life to his fans where, unfortunately, he's not able to right this second. So if you guys haven't listened to any of the Rush, go on YouTube, where you're at now, and maybe play a little bit of music. See what they're all about. If you don't know their music, just go and play them. Just sit back and enjoy yourself. The progress inserts, so you get all the little lights there having to do with the songs. Most likely, I guess, when you get a certain amount of points, or you hit the bumpers a certain way, get your ball lock, that's where you start hitting these things as well. 3 instrument drop targets corresponding to the 3 key band members, the bass guitar, lead guitar, and the drums. Behind the leftmost drop target is a stand-up target which starts a multi-ball mode, which is always fun. On the upper 2 models, this is replaced by a ball lock mechanism to create a captive ball device. Right side is a bank of 4 Rush stand-up targets. I do like the Stern cabinets. I mean, you look how bright and vibrant everything really is. Granted, you play it for a while, and some of the brightness and the vibrantness, if that's a word, will go away. Playfield's a double scoop, which can be shot from the front. There's your 3rd flipper, your upper right flipper. And you got your double scoop, so you get your ball, will go down in there for a little ball trap. Feeds an underground ball lock, which has a small window to show locked balls. Locked balls are ejected out of both scoops once multi-ball begins. Always fun. And front shot on the double scoop, the locked balls window on the right. 1, 2. On the left of the scoop are the game's 3 pop bumpers with a shot through them into the outer orbit lane. Main toy is the time machine at the top center. It works like the ring in the Lord of the Rings pinball machine, in that players can shoot the ball through it, or the ball can be held within it and then thrown out by a circular electromagnetic coil. Top center of the playfield, you can see the ball just pew straight up there. I wonder if that actually moves. That would actually be cool if it does. It probably doesn't, though. Fixed ramp leading into the time machine, which, like I said, it is actually really, really cool looking. I kind of like the looks of that, more so than some of the other ones I've seen. Time machine at the top of the playfield. Side ramp shot at an inner orbit lane, which can also be shot from the upper flipper. Premium limited editions are saucer with an upper kicker, feeding another wire form instead. To the right of the time machine is the other inner orbit lane, which includes Spirit of Radio Optical Spinner, and the right ramp, which includes the laser cut Roche logo. Cut right into that. That's actually really cool. It's not just a little sticker or decal. So, I mean, if you guys like the looks of this, I mean, leave a post down below. Tell me what you think of this cabinet. I know they're very expensive. I know there's going to be some of you going to be like, hell no, I'm not going to pay that much for a pinball machine. But there are a lot of people that actually will. People will get these and put these in a business. So both the right side, or both the side ramp and the right ramp feed into the common point. I'm not going to read every single bit of this. I've been reading a lot of it. The diverter and send the ball to either ramp or turn. So it can go either this way or it can go that way. Premium Light Edition playfield features and designs are the same with the exception of the expression light system, which is included on the limited edition, which was the lights all the way around the edges that I kind of pointed out earlier. And this is the premium models playfield. Still looks very similar. Other than it's got that third ball ramp. As you can see, it's not there, but it is here, which is kind of cool. And the limited edition playfield, again, very similar to what you're looking up here. Only it's going to have a lot of the lights around the edges, and it's going to be a lot more limited than what you're looking at with the other previous two. And I'll probably actually check this Funhouse Rudy's Nightmare announced at another time. The edition has some additional bling, such as a signed bottom apron, numbered plaque, and a more integrated insider connected scanner. And you can see there's number 1 of 1,000. Wonder who's going to be lucky enough to get number 1. And there's the other sides for using a QR code and such. Gives you some instructions on how to play the game and do things a little bit better. That is a really cool looking game. Would I pay 11 grand for it? Probably not. Well, after taxes and everything, probably looking around 12. Ugh. They have a motorized ramp in front of the time machine, which rises to allow shots into the ring, which is always awesome, which I think they're kind of showing that right here. And that lights up. That's actually really cool. I love pinball machines. Like I've mentioned in the past, some of my favorite ones were Jurassic Park and Funhouse and Pinbot, Terminator 2. So I had some really good experiences with pinball machines in the past. The limited edition time machine. Back panel artwork behind the time machine. Looks like you just have a concert going on there, which is awesome. Right ramp is same in the premium edition and limited edition models as on the Pro with a plastic return ramp to the right in lane. Disappears behind the back panel, which is really cool. Just don't see it. Stand-ups is also the same found on the Pro. Like I said, a lot of them are very similar. Another difference from the Pro we noted earlier is the inner lane next to the time machine, where the Pro has a stand-up target at the end of the lane. Premium limited editions have a saucer with an up kicker, so it just goes pew and shoots it out. And the other two remaining major playfield changes compared to the Pro is the Clockwork Angels clock molded into a bass drum mounted over the pop bumpers. You can definitely see it right there, which from what I saw, a couple pictures, it lights up as well. Advances with pop bumper hits, and when the hour hand reaches midnight, multi-ball mode begins. So a lot of it is very similar. The expression light system was first seen on the Led Zeppelin cabinet. Again, I believe I did one on the Led Zeppelin cabinet last year as well, because there was a few that I did last year. I think I did Aliens and Godzilla, the Beatles. So there was a number of different ones that I did. No videos of lights in action, so I suspect this feature is still being programmed. So most likely that's true, because it hasn't come out yet. It's just kind of unveiled and announced. Expression lights on the right side. Really cool. And then they got a couple videos. I'm not going to play the videos because, I don't need to get a copyright strike or hit or anything like that. And that's really about it. I don't think they actually have a specific release date for this particular game. They're just basically showing the actual prices. It was shown to the public for the first time at the CES, January 5th to 8th. And that's pretty much it. I mean, it is a really, really cool looking pinball machine. Now, how many of you guys are really into pinball? And I'm not just talking about these arcade one-up pinball machines, which is kind of cool and all, but I'm talking about the big physical ones. Do you actually have a physical pinball machine in your home? I don't have the room. You see what I'm working with. I got about a 12 by 10 room that I'm working with here. I think prison cells are about the same size as this. Probably a bit smaller. Wouldn't know. Never been to jail. I wouldn't really recommend you post that down below. But if you want to share, feel free. Feel free. No judgment, at least from me. Unless you did some really bad stuff, then there might be some judgment there. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think the Rush pinball machine is actually a really cool looking pinball machine? Would you buy it? I wouldn't. I'm broke. I'm poor. All right. I can't really say that. Not with my newer job. So I don't have that much money. I'm doing okay, but I don't have that much money in my life. So post down below what you guys think. If you think you like one of the other pinball machines I posted, post about that as well. I will post the link to this news article down below so that you guys can take a look at it if you so choose to, or if you want to go watch the videos that they actually had embedded into the video, that'd be cool too. But again, I appreciate you guys coming out, watching the video, checking out my channel. Hopefully you're going to like and subscribe. I appreciate it when you do, because I know I mention it about 2 times every video, once at the beginning, once at the very end. You know, I like the love. What can I say? But again, I appreciate you guys coming out. Till next time, guys, game on.